friends. Today we are going to discuss about 8 strategies for effective email, communicating with grace and efficiency. I am Soumya D. Tiwari. Email is one of the most important communication tools that we use. It's instant, effortless, and ideal for reaching people scattered across the globe. For example, how much time do you spend reading forwarded emails that have nothing to do with your own work? Or how often have you had to search through your inbox for an email that required your immediate attention, which the sender hadn't flagged as urgent? Here are 8 strategies that will help you use email more efficiently. Talking about number 1, using email fields correctly. When you choose your recipients, it's important to use to, CC, and BCC correctly. Only use the to field for the recipients who need to take action or to include people who are directly affected by the email. The CC or carbon copy field is for recipients who need to know about the message, but don't necessarily have to take any action. Use the BCC or blind carbon copy field when you want to send an email to a large number of people but don't want to reveal the names and email addresses of everyone on the list. The point number 2, being selective with reply to all. The reply to all feature gives you an effortless way of replying to everyone included in an email thread. However, you should only use it when you are sure that your response is relevant to each person. When you give feedback to or criticize one person, never use reply to all. If you have to share bad news or give feedback, start a new email and send your comments directly to the person. Avoiding email tennis. We have all played email tennis before. It occurs when people shoot message back and forth, often in short amount of time, to pin down the date of a meeting or to ask and answer questions. You can avoid the email tennis and save time by giving your recipient options in your initial mail. Next point is being courteous. Make sure that you go through your inbox regularly and respond to your emails within a sensible time frame. This is a simple act of courtesy. Sometimes you can waste time by replying too quickly. If you need to send a detailed response to an email but don't have the time to pull the information together right away, acknowledge the message and say when you will respond fully. Last, use your out of office setting when you are away from your email for once or for more. Number 5 is flagging up urgent emails where appropriate. Emails that are top priority should be flagged as urgent in the subject line before the topic heading, so that the recipient knows that they need to prioritize them. For an example, the subject line which says urgent, please revise by 12 p.m. However, always make sure that email is the best way of sending urgent messages. Therefore, you might want to use instant messaging or telephone the person if you have an urgent message. Number 6 is signposting clearly. How many times have you received a forwarded FYI email from someone and have had to scroll down through several exchanges to discover the actual relevant information? We've all had to do this at some point. It wastes time, we know that. summarize what they need to know when forwarding FYI emails. This signposting is particularly useful when you send attachments. List the key points from the attachment document at the top of your email. Point number 7 says sending thank you emails. Everyone wants to feel appreciated. Well, that's the way. But while it's important to express your gratitude for someone's hard work, sending short thank you emails back and forth isn't efficient. When you are sending a lot of thank you emails to someone, a better approach is to just have a longer thank you message. Point number 8 says sending confidential information. When you wish to send confidential information, remember that email is not 100% secure. Once you have sent an email, the recipient can forward it to anyone. Don't put sensitive information in the body of an email. Alternatively, convey confidential information face to face or by phone. A good rule is to assume that recipients won't treat emails as being private. So quickly revising the session, we can have the key points. Email has become an important communication tool, which is why you should know how to use it effectively. When you write an email, make sure that you use the to, CC and BCC fields correctly. Ensure that it includes all the necessary information to avoid the back and forth of email tennis. Also, summarize long emails at the beginning. Last, use the NTR acronym, which stands for No Thanks Required, to reduce unnecessarily thank you emails. Well, friends, that was all for this presentation. For further details, please visit my website, that is www.eduplinth.com, or do write me at eduplinth@gmail.com. Thank you.